We're having community members take on the 2K TV challenge again this season, but which NBA player so far has made an attempt?
Was it Rui Hachimura, Anthony Davis, Jason Tatum, or Ben Simmons?
Did they win? Do you remember?
Yeah.
No.
No one's won.
No one's won.
Why are you looking at me like this?
I want them all to love. Because I want Anthony Davis to reign supreme over every challenger this season.
As of now, we've had 2 My Team Unlimited tournament qualifiers. What?
A look from earlier as the Nets bus arrives at the arena. No doubt this is a club ready to handle this challenge on the road tonight. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. A spectacular sight as we approach our broadcast location in downtown Orlando through the air. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets as they play against the Orlando Magic here at their home Amway Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Taking a look at Brooklyn, here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference. And of course, Orlando just need to take it a game at a time.
And I think for the Magic, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
It just feels like they're sputtering right now. Every time you think they've turned the corner, they really haven't.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kyrie Irving rediscovered his maternal lineage with the White Mountain family of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. He lost his mother at a young age, and by connecting with her roots, he's found a piece of himself. The tribe gave him the name Little Mountain. Kevin?
Great story, DA. Thank you. Doris, both teams battling injuries coming into this one.
Yeah, so you know what that means, Kevin. You have an opportunity, if you're a reserve, to perhaps gain some repetition in the midst of an important game. The battle, the mantra, that next man up mentality is going to be on display tonight for this team. And let's see, Kevin, do they take advantage of their opportunity?
Good things to look forward to. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Jared Allen is out there with Durant, and it's Jordan in at the 5. And for the Magic, Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. Now here's Durant. Greg, you get so caught up in how great Durant is at scoring that you forget sometimes about his other terrific offensive skills.
You know, KD doesn't really get a lot of recognition for his passing, but he has fantastic vision. I mean, arguably, he might be the most underrated superstar ever. Sees so many double teams and does a great job of getting the ball out to open teammates.
The first one falls.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable scorer.
Durant nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And here's Fultz. Bamba passes to Ross. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, this guy's going to find his way to get the ball in the bucket. Contact or not, Terrence Ross can flat score the basketball.
Irving dishes to KD. He can't get that one. Gordon with the defensive effort. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
Jordan trying to free himself up, and the shot is long. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Isaac kicks to Ross. Over to the wing. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
No good from Jordan. Now, here's Isaac. LeVert defending. The offensive rebound.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Bamba against Irving. Pass to Jordan. Second shot opportunity. Pass to LeVert. Outside Jordan. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That is his first foul of the game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's KD. And that one hits back iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Ross passes to Fultz. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And it's Gordon missing.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Now here's LeVert. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
The deep three from Irving. And the Nets miss again. Isaac passes to Fultz. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Out of bounds, Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Around this time of year, lots of national broadcasted games, Doris. Does that impact the players, you think, in any way?
I certainly think the guys are aware of the nights they're on national television. Some guys relish, Kev, as you know, the opportunity to play on the big stage. So for the regular season, those nights where you know the entire country is watching, that's a big deal.
Moment now to check out some of the numbers for Irving. He's putting up about 28 points a game, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
Fultz the pass to Ross. Here's Gordon. And it's sent back by Allen.
This guy is a sensational shot blocker. Jared Allen twice on the pipes.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the basket by Gordon. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul. LeVert kicks to Allen. The Nets working the ball around now. Irving against Gordon. 5 to shoot. Can they get it? And Bamba with the block.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
They get it again. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 5.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Rebounded by Isaac.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Fultz with the ball. He's covered by Irving. Here's Fultz. 11-point game his last outing. With the floater.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Snatched up. And it's sent back by Isaac. Down low, and the dunk by Bamba.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
Outside Irving. Knocks it loose. Ross with the steal. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Thus far in his young career, Jonathan Isaac's strength, I think, dwarfs his defense.
That has everything to do, Kevin, with his blend of length and mobility. This guy can be extremely disruptive on that end of the floor, and Jonathan Isaac will grow offensively as well.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Evan Fournier comes in for Ross. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. That's good from Isaac. The sixth pick back in 2017. 6'10" Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Greg, what have you seen from him?
Came in somewhat raw. Potential as a rangy defender. Offensively, though, still a ways to go.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA. In third, the Nets.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
To the inside. Here's Prince, and it's sent back by Isaac.
Isaac using every bit of that 6'10" frame to send it back.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Nets trail by 12. Now here is Harris. He just worked San Antonio in that last game. Here's Irving. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Guys, Kyrie Irving, stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts. Boy, you talk about the all-time great below-the-rim finishers. Kyrie Irving is on that list. He can use either hand. So much English. This guy is tough.
You know, Doris, as great a scorer as he is, Kyrie Irving doesn't draw a ton of fouls.
Kevin, I think that has everything to do with his elusivity. This is a young man who can finish with either hand, can get separation on any defender. This is the one thing you'd say about Kyrie Irving. He does not initiate contact around the rim.
And it's sent back by Isaac.
And a chance to check out some stats for Gordon. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 19th in scoring. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And like you were saying, one of the stronger scorers in the league. A tireless worker on the offensive end. And it's no wonder he's top 20 in points. No good on the free throw. Of course, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. Now here is Augustine. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana. Shot clock at 2. Aminu misses.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Pops it up for Jordan, and slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, we've seen this one or two times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Augustine against Irving. Takes a shot at the elbow. Augustine, that's good. And the Magic lead by 8.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Chandler throws it down.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Passes it to Okeke. Now here's Isaac. Orlando moving the ball around. Aminu misses. Here's Prince. Aminu grabs the miss.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Augustine against Prince. Augustine dishes to Fournier. Lays it up off the glass. Fournier's got his second basket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
There's the pass to Irving. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
Pass to Isaac. Kicks it to Fournier. Back to Isaac. It's Fournier on the wing. There's the triple. That one doesn't go. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Chandler outside. Irving from long range. Trains the three-pointer. Now just a 3-point Magic lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Augustine finds Fournier. Back to Augustine. Fires the 3. The rebound by Prince.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Orlando leading by 3. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Okeke passes to Augustine. And there's the feed to Aminu. Chandler with the block.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Irving passes to Chandler. He gets that one. Chandler's got his second bucket of the night.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Magic up 1. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up.
And Kevin Durant talked about his teammates and the versatility this roster has.
I like our depth. I like that we could play, we could play big, we could play small, we can match up with a lot of different teams. And it's just a matter of us going out there and playing consistent basketball. It's easier said than done. But we like who we are right now. We just got to continue to keep getting better.
It's clear KD is very happy playing with this group of guys.
That's why he signed here. But you can bet Durant is going to be leading the charge.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Wilson Chandler out there with Caruch. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 2. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 6.
So good at keeping his balance. Evan Fournier's ability to stay composed and find a way to capitalize. Nicely done.
And you look at this Magic roster.
Child, please.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. It's hauled in by Harris.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Irving against Augustine. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
There's a fearlessness to DJ Augustine, and even with the contest inside, the young guy finishes.
Pass to Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now Augustine, he's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Goes up on the wing. No good on that one. Some solid defense there from Irving. Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to Indiana. There's the dish to Jordan. Irving against Augustine. Jordan inside. Harris outside. The deep 3 from Irving. Orlando grabs the miss.
And after nailing a three-pointer in the first quarter, he has yet to connect here in the second.
Fournier gets a wide open look. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Fournier's got 8.
Well, DJ Augustine has been around this league a long time. He does not miss open teammates.
Timeout called, the Nets. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
You rose, I can't be playing with these. They bad, I know. Get you some. Just watch me get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Get you some. Just come back till I get me some. Go ahead, get you some.
So for the Nets, Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Durant comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's LeVert in for Harris. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Fournier, and that one's on target from the wing. 10 points for him.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Well, at 6'7" Doris, Karis LeVert describing himself as a point/shooting guard.
Well, why not? Because his slashing ability, his blinding speed off the dribble is really what makes him problematic. His burst is special, and it doesn't matter if he's going left or right.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Ross finds Gordon. Fultz with the ball. KD's on him. Over Durant. And the shot goes in from Fultz. And now a 3-point Orlando lead.
Well, a welcome sign for sure. When Markelle Fultz is making this kind of shot, it opens up the offense.
KD looking around. No good on the shot. Gordon with the defensive effort. Here's Ross. And it's Durant with the rebound. Nets trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
Boy, you can really see the playmaking evolving. When Karis LeVert is hitting wide open teammates, it shows how special he can be.
LeVert against Ross. And the layup's good off the glass. Ross has got his second basket of the night.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Irving can't get it to go.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Ross with it. 20 points for him last game against Indiana. Gordon, the pass to Fultz. Shoots over LeVert. And the shot goes in from Fultz. Fultz has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, terrific to see Markelle Fultz knock it down, looking more and more assertive in the mid-range.
Irving passes to Durant. Over in the corner, Kurucs. Bamba with the block. And they're able to recover. Count that one. Here's Fultz. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. He kicks to Fournier. In the corner, it's Gordon. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
LeVert the pass to KD. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 3 assists tonight.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Outside Fournier. Passes to Ross. From deep 3-point range. Not going to go that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Irving, and that one is good. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, we know this. Kyrie Irving on any given night can give you 40 on the offensive end. What a special talent.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers? These are two of the historically dilapidated teams no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
Doris, if you were going to build a team around one player, who would that player be?
Well, I think because of his age and continued growth opportunity, I would probably say Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at an MVP level. He's still got another decade where he's probably in the peak range of his playing capabilities. And the reality is Giannis still has so much growing to do. He's a force at the rim. He continues to build that three-point game. And Kev, once he gets that in-between game, he will be unguardable.
Can't argue with that at all. So for the Magic, Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Bamba. And it's Jonathan Isaac in for Evan Fournier. And a change for the Nets. Prince is checked in for Karuch. And it's Gordon missing.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Back to Irving. Orlando grabs the miss.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Fultz dishes to Ross. And here's Fultz trying to end the drought, and it's blocked.
Well, that's about the long reach of Karis LeVert on the defensive end, swatting away an opportunity.
Yeah, easy call.
And a career high in scoring, Doris, for Terrence Ross last season.
Boy, he thrived in the instant offense role off the bench. This guy unleashed into an aggressive, assertive, shot-hunting scorer. What a season he had.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the Magic, one of those franchises that's still looking for its first title.
And Greg, they've been to the NBA Finals twice, but boy, did they run up against two of the all-time great individual closers in history. 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon says no to the Magic. 2009, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, says, no, sir, I'm getting another championship.
And with the signing of Durant and Irving, along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
Fultz the pass to Ross. And the pass to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Prince. The Nets with the lead. Pass to Allen. Dishes it to Irving. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
And the Magic making a change here. Augustine's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. And Wilson Chandler's subbed in for Durant. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Well, this guy, Kyrie Irving, just so reminiscent of his idol, Kobe Bryant. He is one of the cold-blooded scorers in the game, an absolute torture for a defender to guard.
Back to Fultz. It's stolen by Harris. In transition, here come the Nets. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Harris. And that's now 19 points for Kyrie Irving. Here is Augustine. Pass to Gordon. And he's finally able to knock one down. Gordon's got 7.
Well, I love the concentration. Simply stated, when Aaron Gordon is this locked in, he is very difficult to deal with.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Kyrie. What got you going in the first?
My teammates were just finding me, setting good screens, and just stay aggressive, not only for myself, but for them. We're kind of in a hole in the first quarter, kind of sluggish, came out in the second quarter kind of sluggish, but just got to pick it up on the defensive end. That's where it starts.
Kyrie, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. There were a lot of positives for them to take away from the second quarter, where they came from behind to take a 4-point lead at the half. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
You can see where the priorities are. Rebounding, and then more rebounding. They made a concerted effort to get the glass clean.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Well, the reserves came in and played like starters. There was some big points off the bench. It'll be no surprise to see them get more minutes in the second half. They definitely deserve it. Though sometimes when you get more minutes, you get exposed. We shall see.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Ross.
When the mid-range is working for Terrence Ross, he's going to create problems. It's just a matter of can he do it consistently, Kev?
Bamba with the block. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Isaac. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Ross against Durant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
And both free throws good for Ross.
Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension. And what I love is his team competes at a high level every night.
Durant off the left rim and out. Orlando trailing here. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Isaac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kevin Durant. And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take right after their head coach.
I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a player development coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his group.
And the first one drops.
I think the fact of the matter is all the tools are there for Jonathan Isaac. It's really a matter of being consistent for this young guy.
No good on the second free throw.
The Nets had to be so judicious and so smart with every move they made because they did not have top draft selections. So you have to use cap space to acquire picks. They had to find sleepers in the draft. They had to find players who were probably undervalued and then develop those players. This is an organization that used every tool at their disposal.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 1. He dishes it to KD. Over Gordon. Durant, no good. And Doris, the Nets showed they could manufacture a rebuild.
Kevin, what the Nets did was not easy. But to me, it shows you exactly how critical quality front office personnel is to the success of an organization. And the Nets were on point throughout the process.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and then Durant with the dunk.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
Fultz dishes to Gordon. And what a play, just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Durant in the corner. Now here's Irving, guarded closely. Wound up there for Allen.
Kyrie Irving can be devastating in the pick and roll. The creativity and decision-making simply outstanding.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Ross on the wing. 6 to shoot.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Fultz. He's averaging 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
And he makes the first. The Nets making a switch here. Kuruc is checked in. And both free throws good for Ross.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Irving for 3. They get it back. The Magic trail by 3. With some arc. Fultz, no good. From about 19 feet. Again, the Nets for 2.
I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
Pass to Ross. Takes the 13-footer, and he gets it to go. Ross has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Things coming very easily right now for Terrence Ross. He's played with all the swag you could ask for.
Irving passes to KD. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Allen. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Doris, 4 years and $76 million for Aaron Gordon. Good money if you can get it.
No doubt, Kevin. And in today's NBA, Aaron Gordon is well worth it. This guy is on the upswing of his career. He's got plenty of room for growth. Tremendous athlete and getting more and more skilled.
For Orlando, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. No good on that one. So for the Magic, Aminu comes in for Aaron Gordon, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. And then for Brooklyn, Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Durant, and Harris subbed in for LeVert. Good on the second free throw. Here's Harris. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. The pass to Irving. The tray. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 5 assists in the game.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And at 6'6", Joe Harris has been asked to play a lot of minutes at that small forward position. Doris, do you think that's his natural spot?
Well, I think he's gotten pretty good in terms of his strength, if not the length for the 3 spot. He's worked really hard defensively to get better and better. And offense, though, that's where he's going to make his money. He can make shots consistently.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for the Nets. The field for the three-point contest is about to be finalized. And I'll tell you, we have some shooters here who are going to make this year's event a very heated competition.
Kevin, it always is. There's more pride involved in the three-point contest than in any other part of All-Star Weekend. Each one of those guys wants to prove they are the best shooter in the world.
You look at Irving. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
The voting is just about over, so we'll keep updating you on how it's going. Some very deserving names at the top of this year's list.
Yeah, no problems with the voting thus far. I think the fans and media have done their homework and picked the best shooters in the league.
This guy is more than capable as a ball handler. Fournier, clever, navigating his way around the defense.
Harris looking it over. And it's Prince penetrating. Rebound by the Magic. Aminu's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Fournier. Some solid defense from Harris.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Here's Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 6 assists in the game.
Guys, hard to guard that floater with Irving when he makes it at the speed with which he does.
Irving against Augustine. And it's sent back by Allen. And he's able to get it back. Just 4 to shoot. Ross for 3. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Now, here is Irving. He has 29. Here's Prince, and he lays it straight in. Prince has got his first bucket of the night.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Pass to Ross. This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
He has come through in a big way at the foul line in this game.
He misses the free throw.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
And the second free throw, good. And Brooklyn has possession. It's a 3-point game. Irving passes to Allen. Lobbed up there for Chandler.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And stolen by Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball. Can't connect from short range. Chandler with the steal. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Now Augustine. There's 1:26 left in the third quarter.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. The Magic making a switch here. Bamba's checked in. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. We've got 1:18 left in the third. Prince outside. Stolen away. Inside. Here's Fournier. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
I'd like to see more of this from Evan Fournier. He's proven he has the size and touch to score inside.
Harris outside. Irving double team to the middle, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Fournier against Harris. Fournier's shot is off. Nets leading by 5. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Prince wide open. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Evan Fournier.
Well, DeAndre Jordan making his presence felt at the offensive end. Nice.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And 74%, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
First free throw is good.
Now, when DeAndre Jordan is engaged, this guy is flat out a difference maker. He understands how to play to his strengths.
And so Jordan nails both of them. 17 seconds left to play in the third. Fournier with the ball. He's got 14. Puts up a 3. Misses the shot.
Well, you know Joe Harris comes from one of the great defensive coaches in college basketball. He will play hard on that end.
The third quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 7. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Nets leading by 7. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. On the perimeter, Harris and Prince. Wilson Chandler out there with Jordan. And it's Irving in at the 1. Pass to Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. Bamba with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Outside Fournier. Bamba trying to break free. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Magic. Augustine against Irving. Harris outside. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Prince outside. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Passes it to Chandler. Irving against Augustine. Irving dishes to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 15 rebounds. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Live fast while we slow. Eat steak with, you know. Yeah, home for a while, then back on road. I'm gone. Come back, then claim my throne. You mad, you broke, I'm on. We toast, West Coast, we brag, we boast. Then travel across the globe. Turn that loud as it goes. Been counting pounds and euros. I can't be playing with these. They back, I know. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Man, just watch me get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Get you some. Just can't wait till I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Man, just watch me get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Get you some. Just can't wait till I get me some.
Gordon's checked in for the Magic. Fultz comes in for DJ Augustine. Durant's checked in for the Nets. Karis LeVert comes in for Taurean Prince. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said, you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on those shooters a little more effectively.
Irving passes to LeVert. The kick out to Irving. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Here's Fultz. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, obviously a rough start to the career of #1 pick Markelle Fultz. The shoulder injury sort of takes away his shooting ability when the Sixers trade him away. You're rooting for this young man to get back to his game.
And some have said, Doris, for Fultz, not just physical issues dogging him early on.
Well, I think you have to consider, Kevin, when you are the #1 overall pick, extraordinary pressure comes with that. So now with a new team, perhaps that fresh start gives Markelle Fultz an opportunity to showcase his big-time talent.
The first one falls.
Well, you think into Markelle Fultz's early part of his career, he was under such scrutiny as the #1 overall pick. This guy's starting to prove how valuable he can be.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Well, DeAndre Jordan remains one of the best rebounders in the NBA. His ability to dominate the glass and get you extra possessions, just a thing of beauty.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Gordon kicks to Isaac. This one for 3. The Magic again can't hit. And with DeAndre Jordan, the rebounding is as strong as ever, Doris. But what about the rim protection?
Well, I think obviously DeAndre's block totals aren't what they used to be when he was turning away 2 shots a game. But there's more to defense than just blocking shots. And Jordan remains a plus defender.
There's the pass to Gordon. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Irving double team. Feeds it to Harris. Pass to LeVert. Irving for 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jordan's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Wow, how about the reach of DeAndre Jordan? That looked darn near impossible.
Bamba passes to Fournier. Here's Fultz. Magic moving the ball around. Clock at 6. The feed to Fournier. And it's blocked by Jordan. Outside Durant. Shoots. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, Kevin Durant goes right up with it. Doesn't give the defense a chance to react.
And here's Fultz. Over Irving. Fultz, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Isaac with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Here's Isaac. Outside Fournier. Kicks to Fultz. Over Harris. Magic working now with the new shot clock. Isaac misses.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Jordan pulls in another board.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
Oh, GA, he is crashing the glass with energy. I love it.
Well, this is what makes Kyrie such a difficult check, right? He's so skilled at drawing fouls because he's so crafty with the ball and so fast.
And he hits the first of 3.
Well, we continue to be, to me, in the golden age of point guards in the NBA, and Kyrie Irving is right there with the best of them in that discussion.
Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier. And the Nets also making a change. Allen's checked in for Harris. And he sinks the second.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And he nails the third. The Magic trail by 14. Now here's Fultz. For 3, Ross. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And now 24 points for Terrence Ross.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
LeVert against Ross. LeVert kicks to Irving. Pass to Durant from past the arc. They grab their own miss. And it's Jordan with the jam.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
LeVert against Ross. Outside Gordon. Bamba trying to break free. No good from outside.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now is massive.
Here are the Magic now. Down by 15. Now Fultz. Passes it to Ross. Shoots over LeVert. No good there. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Guys, you have to love the way Irving uses his body to create contact inside and earn the trip to the stripe.
First one falls for him. one is no good. Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have two candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
To the paint, got a piece of it. Stolen by Bamba. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Magic moving the ball around.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Gordon inside, defended by Allen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, I think the things that Aaron Gordon has added to his game, specifically that reliable three-point shot, is a really welcome sign. This guy has an incredible upside.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
And Brooklyn turns it over again. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 15. 1:44 left to play in the final quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, the dance team.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Gordon, the pass to Fultz. Now Ross. He's covered by Irving. Shoots from 12. Almost, but it rolls out. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Nets.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyrie Irving.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
Timeout called the Nets. They're ahead by 15. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter of this one. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Brooklyn making some changes. Caruch passes to Claxton. Here's Musa. Chandler trying to free himself up. Musa can't hit.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Here's Temple. Down low. It's deflected. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes, Greg, when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Carter Williams with the bounce pass. Frazier the pass to Jefferson. Count that bucket.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's Caruch. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, where did you try to make the most impact tonight?
Just trying to limit those guys to one shot. They have a really big team, so keeping them off the board. But, you know, setting screens and rolling, putting pressure on those guys. Our guys are shooting the basketball, so we really open it up for easy looks.
That is how you can impact the game without touching the ball, DeAndre. Thank you. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.